Chilean, President of the Republic of Chile.
Su Excelencia,
Your Excellency, Your Excellency, Mr. Co-Chairs, Your Excellency, Mr. Jan Eliasson, Your Excellencies, representatives of states and governments, heads of delegations, ladies and gentlemen. Chile welcomes the agreement. It will allow us to work for a better present and future for all countries in this Assembly. We now have an agenda to deal with the main challenges of a situation that brooks no further delay. What we do or fail to do today will determine our fate over coming decades. We agree with what is fitting in today's word. The agenda had the input of civil society, and this makes it stronger. The agenda did not come just out of nowhere. It is not totally new. We had the experience of the Millennium Goals that combined efforts, achieved results, and common targets. In the case of Latin America, for example, we reduced poverty by 20%. We improved income distribution. We halved the number of people suffering from hunger. We provided access to primary, secondary, and higher education for girls. And we reduced by 2/3 the under-5 mortality rate. And now, with this agenda for sustainable development, we are committed to a plan of action to combine national, regional, and global efforts. We know that because of the magnitude and complexity of the new challenges, individual actions by countries must be accompanied by working together. We know each country can participate according to its ability, its characteristics in the financing mechanisms that are needed. What is important is that now is the time to act, to ensure that our national efforts coincide with the 17 Global Sustainable Development Goals. And Chile is already carrying out reforms. It's not easy, but we shall continue to work to guarantee quality education with universal coverage, to achieve real gender parity, to ensure our development is in harmony with the environment, and to balance relations between employers and workers. In other words, to create a sound foundation for social cohesion. Because this is what it is all about. Through specific commitments, each country musters its strength for the urgent changes required by today. We all have a duty to perform. Chile will continue to help resolving the global challenges from Latin America and the Caribbean. We will promote economic integration, security, peace, and South-South cooperation. Let us not forget, in our region, almost 71 million people are still living in need. Inequality is still a major problem. 7.5 million children under 5 still suffer from chronic malnutrition. Gender disparities persist in the labour market and also in political participation. But together with the United Nations community, we are committed to moving forward together to combat hunger, injustice, inequity, and pollution of the land and the oceans. As the Agenda for Sustainable Development tells us, we must look at the present from the standpoint of responsibility. We are at a decisive crossroads which will be crucial for the survival and development of our peoples. Today we can take the measures needed to build a fairer world, to give millions of people who live on the earth a better quality of life. But if we do not take strong action, with the commitment required by the gravity of the situation, then tomorrow we will not be able to do so. This is the challenge facing our nations and our leaders. This is the challenge we assume with this Agenda for Sustainable Development, which we shall also be facing at the COP21 summit in Paris. Thank you all very much.